Hello to my listeners. Thank you very much for tuning in to this video. Today, I want to share with you something very deep that has gotten me to where I am today. You know, motivation. That is something that I think a lot of people are trying to find, and I have been in the states of this motivation many times in my life. I've hit so many lows, and somehow I've found the energy and the why to really just bounce back. And one of the big turning points in my life, which I want to share with you, because this is something that has gotten me to where I am today, you know, a changed man versus some guy who's just average, really just not doing much in his life. And I believe you are able to transform your life as long as you listen carefully to what I'm saying, because I really want to help you to get to where you want to be. And so this story goes on the lines of, I remember being stuck in a job. I hated it so much. This was about over 2 years ago. I was working as a solicitor in a law firm, and this was when I just graduated from law school. Every single day, I would dread going to work. I remember, as soon as it hit Sunday night, every single week, it's like the whole sky was falling, and I remember just going to sleep, not being able to sleep at all, because I was thinking about all those client work, my boss, like everything I disliked about the work. It's because of the fact that I didn't enjoy becoming a solicitor. I didn't enjoy being, you know, in that role. Just didn't feel right in the moment. The only reason why I went there because I went to law school. So I justify in my head, this is the only path I can take. So every day, Monday to Friday, depressed person. I remember every day I was sitting in the office just wishing I want to get out. I was like a cage, like a bird, wanting to be free, but I couldn't get out because I was scared that if I quit my job, you know, my parents might judge me. My law friends who are also working as lawyers, they also may think, you know, I'm inferior to them. We have that sense of perfectionism. So every single day, I'll be living like hell. I remember one day, it got so bad that I had to just go out and just take deep breaths. I remember I always walked out of the office and just, you know, drink coffee. I used to be addicted to coffee back then because I drank coffee whenever I was stressed when I was in the law firm. But downstairs, I used to love that it's like a chocolate shop. I always drink coffee, and every day I would go down just to drink coffee, get the sugar high to really ease my, you know, stress and sadness. It got to a point where it was really bad that one day, a solicitor, my boss, came to me, Matthew, do you want to talk for a minute? I walked in his office, and then he said, I saw a big white envelope in front of him. He sat down, and he said up front to me, pretty abruptly, Matthew, we're terminating your employment. As soon as I heard the word terminate your employment, I pretty much broke down. My face just scrunched up. My heart was like beating really quick. My palms got very sweaty. I remember seeing my parents' like faces just looking at me at disappointment back then. I remember hearing their voices, my then girlfriend's voices, and also just everyone around me just going, Matthew, what happened to you? You're meant to be a superstar. You aced the HSC, the uni entrance exam, and yet you got fired in your first job out of uni? What is wrong with you? So all these negative thoughts were clouding my head. I was like, oh. And this is when I got really sad. I literally broke down crying in front of my boss and also his assistant. And then I didn't know how to feel back then. I felt very terrible. And I was like, oh crap, what I do? Like, I was in a state of panic. And my boss left. It was me and his assistant. And his assistant's like, hey, I want you out of the office in less than an hour. And just pack your things and just leave. You need a taxi home, we'll pay for it. But I just want you out of here. And I'm like, oh. You know that state where you don't know what to do, you're just frozen in state? That was me. I was just frozen. I didn't know what to do. I just got fired from a job. It's the first time I experienced that. I got fired. And then what happened was I just got up, walked to my office, packed up my things and just left. What I could do. So I remember I was just going to the gym, so I had my gym stuff with me, and I remember just feeling very sad. And then a whisper, when I was doing my bench presses, I remember the whisper was like, Matthew, don't think of this as a failure, something that will define for the rest of your life. You're not a loser. My little voice was chatting to me, it's like, Matthew, you suck. How did you get fired? How did you not keep a job for more than a year? Like, what's going on with you? Now, you should, just quit life now. That's not what my head was telling me. But then something, my heart intuition was saying, hey Matthew, don't let this to be something that defines you to who you are. You've got a lot of potential. Just move on and really just seek more opportunities. It's a sign that, it's a job that you hated, right? So it's a sign that you should move forward and just do what you love. Don't let your past define your future. You can dictate your future. You can't change the past, but you can really change how you react to what happened in the past. So I chose right there, in the gym. I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm not going to be sad with my fact that I got fired. I took it as a gift because for me, I felt a bit more free. It's like when I was like a bird, like a prison bird. I got freed from prison. That's what I felt like. So it's literally, I felt happy back then. I just felt a bit of happiness. I was like, what is this? Why am I feeling happy after getting fired? And this is my heart that's telling me, Matthew, you got out there. Now face the future. This is when I found a tutoring job, a casual job. I was looking for a full-time job. And when I was tutoring, I remember feeling very motivated every single day. I was like, oh my God, I am really motivating these kids get through high school, because I know what's like getting through high school. I used to fail to year 11, second last year. Last year I flipped it around. I'm gonna show them exactly what kind of mindset you need to transform. And then I remember seeing a kid, he got like 50s for business studies, and in one semester he got 100 for my help. I was like, what did you do? He's like, oh, I don't know, I transformed. I thought, what did you do, Matthew? That was when I noticed I had motivation, some inner energy inside me just to move to where I want to be. This is something that I didn't know how to explain back then, but it wasn't motivation, it was some inner energy, your heart that wants to do something without being motivated. So this is something that I want you to really take in, because if you're lacking motivation right now, you don't lack motivation, because if someone has a gun to your head and go, hey, go to the gym, you'll run to the gym like there's no tomorrow. So you don't lack motivation. What you shouldn't focus on, oh, how do I get motivated to do this? How do I get motivated to go to the gym? How do I get motivated to work hard on my business? You don't need motivation. What you need is inner energy and emotional connection to what you want to do. This is a different type of motivation. Motivation is limited, regards to, it's like a car, you're limited to fuel. So what you have to do is tap into the inner energy inside you. That is what will drive you every single day, drag you out. You don't have to drag yourself out of bed, you'll jump out of bed and you'll go and do the thing you love. And this inner energy and motivation, it comes from knowing what you love and passionate about. Your heart knows it. So just, if you're lost as to what you want to do, all you got to do is sit there in silence, really think, what is important to me in my life? Because when you're emotionally connected to your one thing, then this is when you jump out of bed and you don't need motivation to go out and do what you're about to do. This is the one trait that what successful people have in common, and that is they're always fixated on that one thing. It doesn't have to be a big vision or anything. It can be just retiring your parents from their job because they're working the whole life. It can be any single goal, but what successful people have in common is they focus on that one thing, whereas the majority of other people, the average person, they don't have that one thing. They're focused on reacting to other people. It's like, I'm busy being busy. I'm answering 100 emails. I'm answering to, my cousin's demands. I'm answering to other customers' demands. It's like they're reacting to things, lots of things. Don't get me wrong, they're things, right? They can do, but they're not important things. What's important is the thing that is going to get you to where you want, that one thing, that vision that you've got, that comes from your heart. You're emotionally attached to that vision. That is what will get you out of bed every single day without fail. The inner energy. So I want you to really take into this. The inner energy is what you need to drive. If you haven't found it yet, that is okay. Keep searching, as Steve Jobs said. You gotta find what you're passionate about. You gotta find what you represent, what your calling is in life, because we have a 1 in 4 trillion chance of being born. Think about that. So really treasure your existence and really find what you're passionate about. Don't do something like what I did. I worked in a law firm that I hated. Don't waste your time and life working in a job that you hate just to impress others, just for the money. Like, life is too short for that. The worst thing you can do is, on your deathbed, eventually, you think to yourself, I regret. What if I had quit my job back then and followed my passion? What if I took more risk when I was younger? What if I just followed my heart and taken action? Or I'll be stuck in the same spot in my comfort zone, locked in fear. But at the end of the day, the pain of regret is much more painful than the pain of discipline, which is to find out what you want and getting out of the comfort zone. This is what I really want you to take in this today's video. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and share this video with someone who's got to hear this message, because I think this life is all about making impact on other people's lives. So please spread this message by sharing this video to someone who's also a bit lost, losing motivation when I was back then in a law firm. And as always, go follow your heart and really just get out there and ready, fire, aim. Don't get stuck in one spot. Go out there and try new things and really tune into intuition. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care.